I hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back to my channel. Before I get started, I do want to show you guys a little somebody that we recently got. This little kitty pie. This little kitty right here is Sally. She's a golden retriever, and for as long as I remember, I've always wanted a golden retriever. They're just a wonderful breed. They make wonderful dogs. And now that we have a family, it's even better because they're wonderful family dogs. So we were able to adopt this beautiful little girl. She's beautiful little Sally, and she has been wonderful with our little girls. Mila just adores her. Emily does too. She's just a little more weary with her, I guess. She's not as attached or picks her up or anything like that. Mila's the one that picks her up and takes her outside to go potty, and she does wonderful with her. So yeah, I just wanted to introduce little Sally. I might put some videos about her a little bit later on. So yeah, that's my little Sally, and time to put you down now because Mama's gonna do a video. Okay, love you. So today's video, I'm gonna do kind of like a little get to know me. I guess YouTubers would call it like a chit chat, get ready with me type of thing. I am gonna be putting on my makeup. So like I said before, I am not by any means a makeup guru, or half the time I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm gonna just take ideas from other YouTubers. I just do what works for me. Now, I don't always have all the time in the world. I don't always wear makeup, but when I do, I'm very lucky to have a husband that will take care of the girls and watch them while I'm getting ready and everything, prepping myself up, because he understands that I do need some time to myself, and I need some, a little bit of sprucing up just for myself and of course for him, but it just makes me feel a little bit better about myself just to, have some alone girl time. So yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing today. And I will also be talking about, I guess, a little bit about myself so you guys can know who I am and what my channel is mainly focused to and everything. Yeah, so at the beginning of the video, you guys saw me putting on this awesome like purple metallic face mask, and what it was this little thing right here. There we go. This little thing right here. So I guess the brand is called Peach Slices, and this is a lilac crystal face mask, and it smells like lavender, but it smells like chemically lavender. I don't know if it's just the What are you doing? It's filming, I'm gonna show that.
Hurry up, Mila. Emily, come on.
So excuse the interruption. When you have a house full of people, you kind of tend to get interrupted sometimes. I think, yeah, I gotta help Mila for a bit. Hold on. Okay, so I'm back. Anyways, I was saying, so this face mask does smell like lavender, and I can never get, there we go, this little thing gets stuck. So it does have a little like a seal, so if it tilts or anything, it spill or get all over the place, and it really gets stuck there, so you know that it's not gonna, but it does smell like lavender, but it's really strong. I can't come up with why, like what's that smell that makes it really strong. So if you are sensitive to smells, you do get a really nice whiff of it when it's applying to your face. You kind of get used to it. I don't get a headache or anything from it, but it is really strong smell, but it works really good. It is a peel off mask, as you saw, and when you peel it off, it's not like super, or at least on me, it's not like super tight like those, like what is it, the black charcoal masks that are like, you know, everybody's raving about, where like they rip off like half your skin. This one's actually kind of gentle, so it doesn't hurt or anything when it comes off, but it makes your skin, like, usually after I wear some kind of mask or something like that, my skin gets really dry. It like sucks up all the moisture, so I have to put on moisturizer right away. I haven't put moisturizer in anything yet, and this one is just really like nice, and I don't know, I like it. Does it take out pores and stuff? I don't know. It just makes my skin feel really nice, and it doesn't feel like super over dry. Usually after I put on my mask, I put on nice Blistex. Okay. I mean, you can't go wrong with Blistex, you know. First thing I'm gonna do is hydrate my eyes. So during the daytime, I have been recently using this thing. And the face mask, I found it at Target. And I use this thing. This is egg mellow, all-in-one egg mellow cream, and it's supposed to be 5-in-1 firming moisturizer. And I guess the brand is Too Cool for School. I also found this at Target. And I just add a little, like a smidge, and I kind of scrape it on there, because you will see right now it is like really tacky. It's kind of weird. Look at this. Ooh. Sorry. So I didn't bring a mirror, so I guess I'll just use this thing. I do put it on the bottom and on the top because I have severely hooded eyes. That is just hereditary. My mom has them, my grandma has them. So it says it's firming, kind of does firm it up. I mean, it's kind of nice, but I do have, sorry if my eyes look big going this way, it's because I'm looking at the screen to see myself. But I do have like really bad, severe hooded eyes, so I feel like this kind of lifts them a little bit. But it does hydrate my eyes really good. I like how, I keep saying a lot. It's like a bad habit that I have. Anyways, I was saying it does hydrate my eyes really well, and you know, I like it. So while that's drying down, I'm gonna use this wonderful thing, which I've shown before. I got this in a Target beauty box, I think it is, and it's the Lumene Nordic Sea Glow Boost Essence. It's like a little serum, and that's pretty much all I use on my face. I don't use any other moisturizer or anything. This kind of tends to do the job. Anyway, so while I'm putting that on, so I met my husband when I was back in 2009. I believe I was 20 years old, and I did meet him online. I met him on AIM. Okay, not even like MySpace or anything like that, but on AIM chat rooms. Remember those chat rooms you guys go to? Yeah, I met him on there. I was just kind of scrolling through chat rooms and, you know, being a typical early 20s, like teenager. Even through my teenagers, I would chat with people on there, but just being like a typical early 20s. Oh my god, mask on here. And just chatting with people, and you know, most of those guys you would chat with were like just really kind of like dirty and naughty and stuff. And like that kind of was a turn off to me, because I was 20 and I was kind of dating someone, but it wasn't anything serious, and I knew I wasn't going to get serious either. So I don't know, I kind of wanted to meet somebody. I didn't really go out much either, so there was really no chance. And the only people I would talk to were like high school friends and stuff like that. There was no way I was going to date someone from high school, because I kind of knew them for years and years, and yeah, that wasn't going to happen. Anyway, that's done. I'm actually going to go into my little thing here, and I like to use this puppy elf. Oh, it's upside down. Elf concealer, and I like to use concealer because you can't really tell right now, but I usually get dark under eye circles, and it kind of helps. Now this is where you guys are probably gonna laugh at me because I have no idea what I'm doing. So I put a little bit of this one, which is more closer to my skin tone, and then I use the Tarte Shape Tape. Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Medium Honey, and this one's in the shade Beige. So yeah, that's what I do. I don't know what I'm doing, but anyway. And this one's almost done, so we'll kind of have to scrape it on there for now. So I met him on there, and he was just such a gentleman. He was just very polite and very wonderful, and it kind of, I just thought he was a sweet guy. So I started talking to him, and he did have a MySpace also, and that's how I saw like his pictures and kind of read his profile and who he was, and he seemed pretty cool. Just kept talking to him because every time we talked, he wasn't like a jerk or anything like that. He was just very sweet. So we exchanged phone numbers, and we would text. We texted for, no joke, like 3 months. And that's a very long time to talk to somebody and not meet them. But I don't know, I was just like, he was a friend. Like, at first I told him, I'm like, I'm not really looking for a relationship or anything. I would like to just be friends, if that's okay. And he was like, yeah, that's cool. I'm not looking for anybody. I just got out of a relationship too, so that's what's gonna happen. I'm like, okay, cool. By the way, to blend all this stuff, I like to use this squishy thing. It's the beauty blender. It's already wet and everything, and it's kind of dirty, so sorry. It's kind of tore too. I kind of have to get a new one. Anyway, so yeah, I tell him, I'm like, okay, I'm not really looking for a relationship or anything, so we could talk and be friends, and if that's cool with you. It's like, sure, yeah, whatever. Okay. So we started talking, and I need a mirror. So we started talking, and he just kind of, I don't know, we just kind of hit it off, and we became really good friends. Like, we didn't meet or anything, but we were just friends. And it was nice to have someone to talk to that, was a friend and didn't really like veer off the conversation to something, naughty or anything like that. He was just genuinely wanted to know who I was and my friend and everything. Anyway, so we talked for about 3 months. We finally met. And when we met, I liked him even more because, I don't know, I realized that the person he was behind the screen was actually the person he was in real life. So we met, and then we just started dating. We just started going out. So anyway, now to set this stuff, I'm going to use this Tarte Smooth Operator finishing powder. I don't know if that's what it's used for, but that's what I use it for, so yeah. Anyway, so I started dating, and we dated for a while. We finally just became boyfriend and girlfriend, and he would come, he met my parents, I met his parents, and we hit it off from there. About a year after we started dating. So maybe like 2011, because we started dating 2009, like November. I think November 2000. Yeah. No, September 2009. So we started. So about 2011 or so, we decided that we want to move in together. Things were getting serious, guys. Like serious. So we decided we want to move in together. And I was like, you know what? Okay, let's try it. Let's do it. You know, I lived with my mama at the time, and it broke her heart that I moved out. I'm sorry, but you know, I needed to do my own life, and she understood that. So we did that. We moved in together. We got our first little apartment. I guess it was kind of a townhouse. It was very expensive. We paid like, it was like $1,600, almost $1,700 just for rent. And I don't know how we did it. We both had jobs. We both had pretty good jobs. So it was expensive, but whatever. We made it work, and you know, that's all that matters. So now I'm going to, because I glow a lot and I get really oily, so I'm actually gonna set my face with this lovely Laura Mercier loose setting powder, translucent, so it doesn't really have any pigment or anything, like any color. Oh, it's like going all over the place though. I wish the had like one of those mesh sifters or something. Anyway, so we moved in and we lived a year in our apartment. It was a hard year, let me tell you. I had a little more experience because the way my mom raised me was, if you have a job and you live under my roof, you're going to help out with bills. So I helped out with bills. I knew how to, you know, budget my money, things like that. My husband didn't. His parents, you know, didn't. They would tell him like, "Oh, we need help with light or electricity this month. Okay, here you go. Here's, you know, whatever." But it wasn't like a set thing, so it kind of hit him hard, and he got kind of depressed. He got really depressed. He would like come home from work and just watch TV, drinking beers and eating potato chips. I felt so bad for him. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, this is life though. You know, this is how life is. It's not easy. And if your parents don't teach you how to, you know, how to budget your money and live life, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. So, you know, I told him that, and I felt so bad for him. Okay, but we got through it. We were able to, you know, it was a hard year, and it didn't help that our neighbors weren't that great, and you know, just the whole thing. But we just got through it, and you know, it was okay. It was a learning experience. Next, I'm going to use this butter bronzer by Physicians Formula that has a sticker of my daughter, and it looks like all gross and grimy because I've had it for a while. But yeah, I like to use this now. Here is a part where I'm probably doing it all wrong, and I'm sorry, but this is just what I do, and it kind of works for me. So anyway, so after that year, we did move in with his parents. It was easier on him for his job. I did have to drive a ways from my job, but it kind of worked somehow. So yeah, so we kind of just lived there, and we lived at his parents' house for about, I want to say it's about six or 7 years. We just stayed there. By the 6th year that we lived there, we kind of just grew closer together, and I don't know, we just became closer. We did not get married legally. We're not married legally still. So we didn't get married legally, but we just kind of became closer and kind of accepted the fact that we were going to be together for a very long time, if not forever, which is a very long time. So now I'm going to go on to my eyes, by the way, and I am actually priming it with this thing, with e.l.f. primer. It just says sheer, so it's not really anything. And I am going to use, let me see, I'm not going to do anything too heavy because we're not really going anywhere. And I don't want to be like this person with crazy eyes. And, not going anywhere. So let's just do this. I got this quad in a Allure subscription box, which I did not show because I don't know, I just didn't. But I got this little quad thingy, or it's this trio. What am I talking about? This metallic eyeshadow trio by Mykonos. So I'm gonna use that today, and yeah, so let's get started. Anyway, so we kind of just knew that we were gonna, and he's been wanting to have kids ever since like we moved out together. And I was like, you know what, no, I am not gonna just have kids just like that, because first of all, I need something a little more stable. I need to know that you are not gonna just, you know, dump me with these kids and be a single parent. And second, you know, I don't know, I just need to know that you're gonna be here. So I'm like, you know, you need to, I don't know, we just, I'm like, we'll know when the time is right, which, to be honest, there is never a time is right. You either have kids or you don't, and you make the best of it. That's just how it is. Now, you could be in a better situation or a worse situation, and of course, if you want to wait to be in a better situation, and you know you're in a good situation, then yeah, maybe that would be considered as the time is right. But if you're kind of just stuck in the middle, where it's like, you know, time is just ticking and we're not really going anywhere right now, everything is just kind of middle ground. That's kind of how we were. And I was just like, okay, you know what, yeah, let's try for a baby. I personally didn't want to have kids. I didn't want to start having kids in my 30s. I wanted to start having kids in my mid-20s. And I don't know, it was just a personal preference for me, just because, you know, you're still young in your mid-20s and you still want to, in your mid-20s, you're still young enough to, you know, your body's still pretty healthy. And I was like, I was 25 going on 26. And I was like, okay, I'm ready. I'm physically ready. I'm kind of mentally prepared. I did work in daycares since I was 17 or 18, I believe. And my mom is a certified daycare teacher. She could actually be a daycare director with her certification, because she did go to school age classes in college, which I helped her with homework. So, you know, I pretty much knew what was going on. And alright, I'm gonna use this e.l.f. blending brush to kind of blend this up a little bit. So I kind of knew what I was getting myself into, and I helped raise my niece and nephew from my sister's side. I'm gonna use this, what is it, Hourglass Ambient lighting palette. I'm gonna use the, what is it, radiant light or dim light? I don't know. Well, this one, the one that's not shiny and has like the big old chunk hanging out of it. And I've had this for a while too, but this is one of my favorite little palette things. I'm just gonna use that like on the top right here. I kind of knew, I was more scared of, you know, is he gonna be a good dad? Because he didn't really have experience with kids. You know, he didn't really, or not that I knew of, he didn't have any kids. The only, you know, any kids around, you know, his cousins were around his age, and his sister is just like 2 or 3 years younger than him. So I was a little more worried about that, or like, are you gonna be a good daddy? But you know, it's just, I took the chance, and that's when we had our first little baby, our little Mila, and it was like the happiest moment of my life, to be honest. Having a baby, not everybody feels the same way, but to me, having a baby was like the best thing ever, because I don't know, I love having my babies. So we had our little Mila. Now I'm going to attempt, because it doesn't always come out right, attempt to line my eyes with this Kat Von D tattoo liner. Before I attempt to line my eyes with this thing, let's get something straight. I know there is a lot of talk about this particular person due to her anti-vax views and stuff like that. I am a pro-vaxxer. I do vaccinate my children. I think everyone should vaccinate their children unless they have some kind of genetic disorder where vaccinating them could actually potentially kill them because of this genetic disorder that they have. But other than that, I do vaccinate my children. I think everybody should vaccinate them because it does save lives and it does prevent certain diseases. So yes, I do not support someone that is going to, you know, not vaccinate their children and potentially harm other babies that are not vaccinated, that can't be vaccinated because they have to wait till a certain age to be vaccinated. I will not support them. However, I have had this for a very long time. I got it as a sample for free. I did not pay for it. Do I use it because it's a good product? It's a decent product. It still works. It still, you know, it holds up and everything. That's the only reason why I'm using it. Other than that, after this thing dries out, and I think I have another one actually, or maybe I don't know, that one dried out already. Okay, after this one dries out, I will no longer be purchasing any more things from this person because I am not going to support someone who is just being irresponsible like that. That is just my view as a parent, as myself. If you guys have different views, that is totally fine. Everybody has their own views. The only thing is, that is where I stand as far as vaccinations. So if you see me using this thing, it's a free sample that I got. So I'm going to use it, you know. That's it. I'm not going to waste the product because I'm not wasteful. I'm going to use it. I already have it. I did not spend money. I already have it. Me using it is not going to do anything. It's not going to like make my eyes fall out or anything. It's eyeliner. So that's where it is. Anywho, let's get back to the story. Where was I? We had our little Mila, and it was, I can't talk while I'm doing this. Hold on. Oh my gosh, this is going to come out so bad. It's going to come out so bad. I'm going to try to talk while I'm doing this because I didn't seem like I can. So we had our little Mila, and she was just like it was just amazing, you know, having your first baby. No matter how many kids you have, your first baby is always going to be your first. It's always going to be the one that makes you a parent, obviously. And she was just this special little girl that we were so happy with, and she was just so smart. She is still just so smart, and you know, she just made us super happy and super, you know, just made us the happiest parents ever. So we had our beautiful little girl, and we still lived at my mother-in-law's house, which was fine, but by that time I had a new job. I was actually working as a temp, and then I got fired, and then I was a stay-at-home parent. That's when I started being a stay-at-home parent. And I told my husband, I'm like, well, I'm gonna be a stay-at-home parent, you know, I need to make sure that you're gonna be able to provide for us. Now granted, I did do little jobs here and there so that I could help him, because I'm not gonna let him completely provide for us. I mean, I'm not gonna mooch on my husband like that. If there are people that do that, more power to you, but I am gonna do the best I can to try and you know, help him out. Now this is when I started getting into a rat breeding business. Yes, I did used to breed rats, and no, they're not disgusting and gross. They are awesome, smart little guys. And I used to breed pet rats, not food for snakes, pet rats. And you will be surprised how many people like what they do for their rats. Okay, they get them these awesome like 2-story cages with hammocks and toys and like little treats. They make them homemade treats. It's just awesome. Like, these people just, and myself included, because how much money did I spend spoiling the heck out of my rats, because they're just so cool. They're like little miniature dogs, like little tiny dogs, no joke. They are the coolest, one of the coolest pets out there. And that's what I did for a while. I bred rats, and you know what? It was such a cool experience. And right now we're living in an apartment, so I can't really have them here. But once we get a house, I think I'm gonna go back to do it. I love watching them grow, you know, being born and training them, and they're just so awesome. Anyway, so I did breed rats. To be honest, that doesn't really, you can't have an income on that alone if you're doing it correctly. There really is hardly any money to be made off of it, but it did get us out of a bind sometimes. You know, I was able to do some grocery shopping, and you know, sometimes we were able to go out on dinner dates because of that. So it did get us out of a bind, but it's not a sole income or anything. But that's just, I don't know, that's just and I started doing that. Actually, I started breeding the rats when we first moved in together. I started researching and doing all that. And, you know, I just got into it from then, and then it just kept going. So we had a little girl and everything was fine, but I felt stuck. I was nearing, let me see, I was 7, I believe, and I was just telling him, I'm like, you know, we cannot live in your parents' house forever. It's just not, you know, it's not gonna happen. We have to find our own place. But at the time, we lived in California, and California is really expensive, like super expensive. and we couldn't afford a house. Though it's funny because we were both city born and raised in the city, but for some reason we are country at heart. No joke. We are very country at heart. We wanted to move somewhere more country, less busy, less fast-paced, and we wanted to have a big house and, you know, big yard, big everything. So we talked to my cousin and we decided to come move to Georgia, and that's where we're currently at. Why does this eye always come out more messed up? So yes, I spoke to my cousin about moving here, and we kind of researched a bit about like the houses and the kind of like the cost of living and everything in the school system, and we decided to make the big jump and move across the state and move from California to Georgia. And by that time I was actually already pregnant with Emily. This thing is drying out, so I'm probably gonna have to use the black one because this thing's not working. Well, maybe it's working a little bit now. I think you heard me talk crap about its creator, so it's like, you know what, now I'm not gonna work for you anymore because you're talking doo-doo. It worked enough to finish the job, but I think it's done. I'm actually gonna take this little thing and wet it so I could fix it. So that's why we decided to get pregnant with Emily, and also because I wanted a little friend for Mila. I personally don't really have much friends or any at all, and so Mila didn't really have anybody to hang out with or play with or anything. So I'm like, well, she needs a little sister or brother, someone to play around. I was actually hoping that we would have another girl so that you know, she would have a little sister to play with, but that was all up to God, and you know, he heard me, and we did get pregnant with another little girl. So by the way, for my eyelashes, I'm actually going to use this Wonder Beauty Mile High Club mascara, which is actually really nice. At first I didn't like it, and now I do. So yeah. Anyway, so I did want a little girl for her to have a sister, and got her our prayers, and we got pregnant with Emily. So I was 4 months pregnant. We did the trip to Georgia, and we drove here, by the way. We did the whole driving thing from California to Georgia. We drove in a 4Runner, so it was kind of spacious, but when you're already a big girl and then you're 4 months pregnant, you're a little bit more of a big girl, and it's very uncomfortable. And we had the car packed from like the floor to the roof, and our poor little Mila was just like in her car seat in the middle. But she did so good, guys. Like, she was surprisingly such a good girl. She just took the whole trip like a champ. Like, no joke. She hardly even like fussed or anything. And we tried to stop as much as we could. We actually took, I think, about 5 or 6 days to drive here, something like that. But it was a fun journey. It was actually a journey I've done before from Florida to California, but that could be a story for another time. But we did the trip here, and yeah, it kind of we did that trip in 2016. So Mila had her second birthday here, and then my little Emily was born in 2017. And what do I have in my eyebrow? So my little Emily was born here. She's a little Georgia peach. And she was another little, miracle to our family, because all babies are miracles, no matter what. They're all wonderful little gifts of God. And we were just so happy. Emma Mila was so happy. And I kept being a stay-at-home mom. Luckily, my husband got a wonderful job, and he got a job really quick, actually, which he is doing fantastic in, and we're just super blessed. I mean, we are not by any means wealthy or anything like that, but we're just super blessed to the point that, we get to spend time with each other daily. We get to be around each other daily. I get to be home with my girls, and it's just amazing. I'm just having, I am seriously in cloud 9 with my babies and my husband, and it's just fantastic. So that is where we're currently at. We are currently in an apartment, and it's just fantastic. My sweet little Mila actually starts school really soon in August, I believe. And I am like half excited and half sad, because of course she's so excited to go to school. She really wants to go to school. She's kind of psyched about going on the school bus, but she's too little to go on the school bus. I actually have to take her into school and give her to her teacher every morning and pick her up every evening or afternoon. Afternoon. So she's gonna be kind of bummed that she can't drive or ride in a school bus, but at least she gets to go to school, and that's gonna be awesome. So that's pretty much how I became a stay-at-home mom. It just happened like that, and I'm just super happy with being a stay-at-home mom. It's a lot of work, let me tell you. It's not super easy. A lot of moms make it look easy, and they make it look just like flawless. Like, being a stay-at-home mom is just no big deal. I have a hard time. I don't like to wake up early. I love to sleep. I love my bed. I have an affair with my bed, because I love to sleep. So it's a little bit harder for me to wake up every morning early, because Emily's a little bit more of a lazy bug like me, but Mila will wake up early. She'll wake my butt up early. Mama, it's morning. Wake up, it's morning. The sun is up. I'm like, no, more sleep. So it sucks, because I need to work on waking up early. But now that she's going to school, I'm actually going to have to wake my butt up early. So it's going to be very interesting. But I have to get her to school early, so that's going to happen. I'm going to use this Clinique Chubby Stick. Clinique Chubby Stick. And this, I think these are e.l.f. brushes. I don't remember. I think these are e.l.f. This is just a blush brush. So she's gonna go to school, and that's gonna be very interesting and fun, and just something awesome. Do I want to have more kids? Yes, I do want to have a total of 4. My mom had 4 kids, and I think that's a very fair number of kids to have. I wish I could have 2 boys after this, so I would have my 2 girls and 2 boys. My mom had 2 boys and 2 girls, but I don't know, we'll see. That's up to God and up to whatever happens. If I have 2 more girls, so be it. I have 2 more girls. If I actually have my 2 boys, thank you Lord, I have my 2 boys. That's just how it is. For highlighter, I am going to use this Wet n Wild highlighter powder and Crown of My Canopy. Yes. I don't know if they still have this stuff. I've had some of this stuff for a while now. And we're really not going anywhere. If anything, we'll go Pokemon catching and I don't know, probably to the store to walk around, to the park. And then we'll just come back home, we'll make some dinner. That's it. But I like to look good for my husband. Anywho, okay, so now it's time for some lipstick, and that's my favorite part because I love wearing lipstick. So, yeah, so that's basically how I became a stay-at-home mom, and my days just consist of taking care of my children and my husband when he comes home, because he is basically just a big child. But yeah, that's pretty much what my life consists of. I don't do much. I really don't. I just stay home with my babies. When I was younger, before I met my husband, I did go out more. I didn't go out that much, but I did want to go out more, and but I didn't, and now I'm just happy being home with my babies. For lipstick, by the way, I'm gonna use this Anastasia Beverly Hills thingy. Can we focus on it, please? Y'all know what it is. And it's Catherine Liquid Lipstick. So that's all I do. I take care of my babies. I stay home, take care of my babies, take care of my husband. I listen to Baby Shark a lot. My girls love that Baby Shark. Speaking of which, they're listening to Baby Shark right now. You guys probably can't hear it, but I sure can. So I have a question for you guys. If you are a stay-at-home mom, do you do it from choice or do you do it because you have to? Obviously I do it by choice. It's a finished product. This lipstick is a liquid, one of those liquid lipsticks that dry down, so they're not like super dry or anything. It's really nice. And that's pretty much it. I usually do something like this. If I do something a little more fancy, it's because we're going somewhere like to eat or something, but I don't really do much. And then I'll probably just put my hair in a braid or something. I tend to not let my hair down like this that much because it just gets caught and stuff. So I usually have it in a pony or back or something. So yeah, do you stay at home by choice or is it because you want to? And how do you guys like it? Like, do you enjoy staying home? I love staying home with my babies just because I could watch them grow, and I'm the first one to experience everything in their life. But it does get a little bit boring, I guess. Like I said, I don't have many friends. I don't have any friends, and I don't have adult conversations except for with my husband, although sometimes he's more of a child himself. But tell me, guys, what do you guys do to be, I guess, a little more social, you know? And yeah, that's my story of being a stay-at-home mom and how I met my husband and everything. If you guys have any more questions for me, let me know. If you have any questions, I'm gonna post all the products that I use. I put them away, but I'm not sure I remember what I used. I put them all down in the description box below. I put all the products that I used. But yeah, so that was today's video. I hope you liked this, a very simple but lovely look. This is typically what I go for. I'm not very, I'm very simplistic. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. Please hit the like button, and please subscribe and hit the notifications button or the little bell so you guys can get notified when I post a new video. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.